Alright, what's up, fellow peoples? Hello, we're back. And we have a machete! Alright, now the question is, what do we cook? Alright. Hoo-yah! Now, what shall we be making? Oh no! I thought I had pancake batter. Where'd my pancake batter go? Damn, those plans just went out the window. Alright, new plan. No pancake batter. No batter for the pancakes. Do we have syrup? We have no pancake materials. Can't the guy just make some pancakes? Second! Alright, we're just gonna make a simple meal because I'm hungry. I'm hungry and we need to eat. This pancake thing is annoying to clean. Moltres! How you been, Moltres? How's it going, brother? Brother with the things and the stuff. First thing we eat is carrots. Been better. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Doing all good? I'm going to give you the secret formula right here. Find you a Serrano hot pepper, dip it in some hummus, and go, "Mmm." Oh, fuck! That's a hot one. Carrot. Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh, that was hot. What's up, Danielle? How you doing? Oh man. Kurt. How you been, Danielle? Oh, it's great to see you in here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Woo, that was hot. Smoking unicorn. I'm doing good. I'm eating carrots and hummus, so I'm doing great. Now, the question is, what shall I make? I've resorted to just snacks. When in doubt, eat the snacks. I just ate a bowl with black beans. Oh yeah. Taco bowl sounds great. I like your style. Oh. I have some chicken jalapeno sausage. And I'm gonna make some of these. Ooh, they're already cooked. What's the fun in that? Make 2 of these bad boys. Get on in there. Get on in there. Get on in there. Lilith is here. The magic in cooking is air fryer. Avocado is definitely good for you. I love avocado. We call it avocado. Ooh, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah, I usually find when I'm in a bad mood these days, I just need to eat. That's usually the case. Why is life suddenly in sad mode? Oh wait, I'm hungry. Banana. Banana. I started making a sandwich. I'm just eating whatever the hell is available right now. Hiya. Ah! Deep breath, it falls! It falls to the ground! Don't do that. I'm gonna slice my finger off. Don't do that now. Yeah. That would have been bad, y'all. Dude, right on camera. Looks like I'm snorting floating hearts. Wait, make the hearts float again. Do it again, do it again. You must feed me! What if this is literally what my streams devolve into? What's up, Haya? It's like, don't hit that button down there, or I'll have to eat every last one. Whatever you do, don't hit that button. I will eat your heart. Kalima! Kalima! Ah! Kalima! That's good. That's some good stuff right there. Almost forgot the bread. Now we take the bread and we're going to make a very lazy sandwich. We take the bread, we take the pepperonis, and we put the pepperonis on the bread. Pepperoni sandwich. I love you. Do my happy dance. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. You got two Palkias? That's crazy, man. That shouldn't even be possible, dude. How the hell did you pull that off? You're like a crazy man, dude. Dry sandwiches? Is that what they call it? It's just literally bread and pepperoni. I'm not gonna lie, I hit the spot. My belly spot. Trying to figure out what point am I on the screen. Mana, 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 mana. Roberto, Roberto, why must you kill my dragon so? Roberto, Roberto, why must you kill my dragon? Roberto, why must you so many things, Synth? All the things with the stuff. Like pepperoni dry sandwich. And machete attack! Ah! Almost got you guys. You gotta be quicker than that. Holy heaven, there was a guy who was totally impostering as you. He's like, I'm definitely not Synth Wizard. And we're like, you're not? He was like, no. And you're like, alright. You say so. It was wild. Roberto. Why must you so? And the bird? Ah, it's not cool, Roberto. You know, that bird's just been like a bird to me. Super lame. Super lame of you to do that. We're about 5 beers in, guys. We're getting drunk tonight. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put those on there. Roberto. I know I should make a salad. Is what we should do. Alright, salad time! Fucking salad time, you guys. Just use a slightly smaller bowl so I don't go crazy with it. Salad! Ah! Put the salad in the bowl, and then you got a bowl of salad. That's a good amount of salad. It's fucking salad. And you take the onion and you cut it up and you put it in the salad. Salad! That's probably probably enough onion for this salad, or else it'll be a very oniony salad. But that's okay, because we like onions around here. And then you take it and you put it in the salad bowl where you keep your salad for the salad consumption time that we're gonna do in a few. Salad. Salad. Any song about Sally will now become about salad. That's just science, you guys. That's just the science of salad. Hello, those eyes. Those eyes. And we take our carrot. Let's grab a small carrot and put it in the salad. Cause it's motherfucking salad time. It's fucking Craig. Is Craig here too? That's fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Craig Christ. Get a cucumber. I'm gonna put a whole cucumber in the salad. It's gonna be a very cucumbery salad. Oh yeah. Get some feta cheese. You can put some feta cheese in the salad. So then it'd be a cheesy salad. Get the cheese. Get in there, cheese. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need it. We don't need to go crazy with the cheese right now. We could go really crazy with the cheese, but we're not going to. Put the cheese over there. Ooh, we got some more cheese. Let's pull out a different type of cheese. It's gonna be a cheesy salad now, guys. Very cheesy. Hey, onion, get back in the bag. Get back in the bag, onion. Gregory Peckery. Welcome back. Welcome back, Haya. Wash these guys off. We'll take our fucking knife. Slice, 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 slice. And bit. We just eat it. Sprinkle those in the salad. We have made quite the salad now. Alright, this butcher knife is proving to be a little bit dangerous. I don't have the best control over it, it seems. And last but not least, my favorite type of cheese is Parmesan. Parmesan. All we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. Got any grapes? And then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. And then he waddled away. Take a slice. Do a little bit more. A little slice. We like our cheese. We like our Parmesan. Oh yeah. We are a very friendly community around here. Appreciate you being here. Welcome. Join the party. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Get all the alerts for the things with the stuff. You can see my latest, greatest stream, hosted by Lilith. Lilith is manages my OnlyFans, by the way. And it's called Doing Stuff with the Things with Joku. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cheese! Cheese! It sounds like the jalapeno sausage is done. Almost done. Ooh. Forgot that. Don't forget that there. Take a little bit of you. Some black pepper. Black pepper on there. Oh yeah. Woo! This sausage is done. Take out the Sweegies. They expanded. Look at that. Put those over there. Get out our dressing. A little bit of non appias balsamic glaze. Love me some balsamic glaze. Good amount of that. And where is the other stuff? There it is. It was hiding. I like me some Greek dressing, so we'll put that on. Woo. Oh, that's probably too much, but whatever. We got a lot of salad. All right. Now we mix the salad. Oh no, the sausages are shrinkling. Shrinkling. Shrinkling is definitely a word, you guys. I invented it. Gotta fold the salad in on itself. Fold salad. Fold in the salad. Greenie's here! What up, Greenie? We love Greenie. Shout out, Greenie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is fucking bomb-ass salad, guys. Tell you what. Got some puppies to squeegee. Squeegees to squeegee. All right. Now we consume the salad. Yes. Well, honestly, I wasn't even going to eat salad, but it's because I'm live. So we have to set a better example for the youth. What I wanted to do this morning was go find a spot where I could eat French toast or waffles. I thought, hey, we can make waffles here, but I didn't have anything to make waffles. So we made salad instead. Mm-mm-mm. And we waddled away, waddle, waddle. Yeah, we waddled away, waddle, waddle. Yeah, we waddled away, waddle, waddle. And we waddled away. I'm moving to the dining area. Cause we waddle away, waddle, waddle. Yes, waddle away. This is how you know I live alone. I sit and play chess by myself. I don't need anyone else to kick I kick my own ass. How about that? Alright. You guys get to be white. Make your first move. A, B, C, D, E. Oh yeah. Roberto, what Pokemon are you playing? Roberto's a fiend. He does not take lightly to dragons. Oh yes, we waddle away, waddle, waddle. Yeah, waddle away, waddle, waddle. Yes, we waddled away. Got any grapes? You son of a bitch, get back here, you duck! Alright. I'll move for you guys. Alright, so let's move. So you check yourself before you wreck yourself. You fucked up! You fucked up, Black! Fucked up right there. Oh, Black is just blowing it right now. This guy sucks. Ah! Oh no! We just lost our queen. You guys are kicking my ass in chest right now. Were you? I was too. Except it was just at the library. Cheese Club, welcome to the Cheese Club. Welcome to the cheese party.
Party of the cheese. Yeah. Shout out to Cheese Cone. Fuck you, White. That's actually a bad move by White. You idiot! How can you miss that? Mahjong, I've never played that. Hi, best buddy started painting like a dog. Mahjong and asthma attack! Yeah, you're fucked now. Oh! I fucked it up, but I should have taken it with the horsey. Stupid! Stupid! If there's a club and there's cheese, it's a cheese club. She hires a scientist. Alright, this is probably healthier than what I was gonna go eat. This stream is now lunch with friends. Lunch with guys. What am I gonna eat? Or what was I gonna eat? I really wanted, so I went to a birthday lunch with Pete this weekend. It was like a buffet type spot. I didn't see till the very end that they had waffles. And so I had the waffles. And they're probably the best waffles I've ever eaten. And then they ran out, and I was sad. And ever since then, I've been craving waffles. I was like, must eat more waffles. So I really want breakfast. I want waffles or I want French toast. Alright, it's Black's turn. guys whooped my ass. How'd you do that? You guys are like really good at chess. That was incredible. I don't know how you guys managed to beat me at my own game. You guys are really good. I'm impressed by you guys. I don't usually get beat by you guys, but you guys beat me. And you waddle away, waddle, waddle. You had both? You had waffles and French toast? I'm jealous. This is why I knew you were awesome. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. The only thing I hate about making these sausages, they start out all nice, and then they shrivel down. Alright, make a move. What's the move? What's the move? B1 to C3? Alright, real quick, where's A? Hold on, let me look at the chessboard. Is it queen side or king side? That's A. Gotta go to a fresh game. Alright, white queen side is A. So that's A. So you wanted B1 to C2? No, you want B1 to C. You want that. Wait. I'm confused. There is no B1. Oh no, you want this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. To C3. Alright, I was confused. Because there was no like knight to that, I thought you were talking about a pawn. My bad. That is a strong move. I will see you right there. What's your next move, Greenie? It's gotta be weird from this angle. Don't apologize. Thank you for actually making a move. That was on me. I was like, where's the A square? Where's the B1? No, you should be able to just name a square. Anytime I play black, I almost exclusively open with queen pawn. Queen pawn to center. C3 knight to D5. I'm trying to pull up a board so I can. c3 knight to d5. Homeless man's walking by. Get out of here, homeless man. Wait, you want d5? So, if you do that, I'm just gonna let you know, my queen is going to kill your knight. I'm gonna let you consider that. This is hard. That's why I thank you for trying. I had to pull up a chessboard to be able to like read what the moves are. Alright, Junior, I want you to have an enjoyable experience, so I won't force you to play. I'm gonna do that anyway. And I'm just gonna move something else. Ah, my knight! My horse wants to give your horse a kiss. Ow! Your horse kicked my horse in the face. Rude. Rude. This actually turned out to be a pretty damn good meal. And then Roberto, Steel Tipe's Pokemon are weak against Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Flame Wheel, Inferno. Is there a move called Inferno? That's a pretty cool move. I almost never play as Infernape, even though he's dope. Because I always play as the turtle. I love Turtwig. So I like this dressing. Sausage in the dressing. Don't judge me. F2 to F3. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah! I like it. Ah! I just moved my horse. I'm gonna exclusively move my horse now. Oh, nice. How are the games going? Moltres, who's your favorite character to play as? Pawns can move diagonally too. They can move diagonally if you're attacking. And then there's pawn takes pawn en passant, which is if a pawn, we won't worry about that. I'll tell you if it pops up. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. One second, guys.
to do that.
There we go. Thank you guys. Yeah, my boss hit me up to like reschedule our sessions today. I was supposed to do a tutoring session, and she texted me and she was like, oh, I can't meet today, so I can pay you for today, or you could just work double time tomorrow. And I'm like, how are you gonna ask me that? Now it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you either say we'll pay you for today and then leave it at that, or ask if you'd be willing. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, of course I'm gonna, I'm just like, all right. So I have to like move my schedule around. Anyways. It's just like I can pay you cancellation, or we can do tomorrow both classes. So it's like, well, of course you want me to do both classes tomorrow, and then So I'm just being flexible because I'm not gonna be a dick. But it's like don't you know what I mean? Either offer it or don't offer it. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh, I can pay. Anyways, that annoys me. I don't know why. I feel like, but I'm just gonna roll with it. But yeah, it's like yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's just unnecessarily frustrating. It's like, hey, would it be okay if we did, just to like ask if it's okay, and then I can say yes or no. I can still say no, but it's just, um, you know, I don't like when people, there's a 24-hour cancellation time, kind of thing. But people never honor it. The thing is, it's like once you, because then it's like you have to change your plans. But that was always the thing with training too. It's like once you do that, then they'll just drop you on the day of, anyways. What did Greenier say? And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. All right. Now we clean. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. This is why I appreciate having you guys on stream, because otherwise I'd just be being lazy. Dicat Moltres. Limited edition. Look at that. Got my Pichu. It's not even Pokemon, it's Pocket Monsters. That's how you know it's old school. Da, 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 da. Ah. Put all the things away with the stuff. Oh, I do. I don't remember the glass ones though. Those sounds fancier. I just know the plastic ones. But yeah, I do remember those are like collector's items. This is when we're really feeling like salad. And waddle away, waddle, waddle. I have no idea why that's stuck in my head. Bing! So many Yeti things. I don't want to go to the library today. Strawberry. too. Leave you in there until further notice. There for now. And he waddled away. Not Rhyhorn. No, I love Rhyhorn. That Rhyhorn is just like a Rhyhorn to me. Damn it, Roberto. This is why we can't have nice things. Roberto. Roberto, why, buddy? Why? Where'd you go? Ah! Plan for the rest of the day. I was going to go out sooner. Like I said, I was going to go get breakfast and treat myself. I was supposed to teach in like an hour. But then that got moved to tomorrow. So, I kind of want to hit the gym at some point. I kind of want to go to the library, to be honest. If I'm being perfectly honest, I want to nerd out at the library. I kind of want to get out of the house at some point. I mean, the thing is, it's like once I start streaming, like this has been a dope stream. The earlier stream was surprisingly great too, the music stream. So I've been doing my morning writing. I still have like 1,000 words to write if I'm gonna hit my 2,000 mark. But today I just woke up and before even like going pee in the morning, I just started writing incessantly and I wrote 1,000 words. And what I like about writing first thing in the morning is
there's less filler. It's just right to the sauce. You're right in it because you got something to write down. So I've been doing the writing every morning, but the thing that I love about the writing stream is that, you know, I wake up and I do it, but what I don't like about the writing stream, like I need to work, obviously, but the thing is with writing, it's a very internal process. So having people like, hey, like, what you writing about? Oh, what's this? Like I had one person where they just kept being like, what's your story about? You know? And then I mentioned like time travel. And they're like, well, is it a machine? What type of time travel are we talking about? It has to be a machine, right? But, and they were just like trying to break down the like, you know, like, well, it doesn't make sense if it's not this. And I'm like, bro, like first off, fuck off. You know, this is a creative process. And then I was like, and then also it made me realize that I don't even really want to share what I'm writing about until I've written it, because as silly as it may sound, it's like this is my creation, so I want to protect it, and I don't want to just be sharing this stuff out there, you know, to be stolen before I've created it, you know. So as you guys see when I write, I typically kind of just like looking off into space and I just kind of write. So it's not the most interactive stream. You know what I mean? No, I want to do the Brawlhalla streams. I would love to do the Brawlhalla streams. Like, I might even do, like, I want to do the nighttime Brawlhalla thing. Again, it's like, sleep streams are a thing, so it's not like I'm necessarily going to be... No, so here's why I kind of like took a break from that, was debating, is that when I take breaks from streaming for like a few hours and like, you know, stream the next day, YouTube will give you this like bump where they'll send you like 10 to 20 viewers first thing. Like when I do the morning writing session, I get like 30 people watching. They all leave eventually, don't get me wrong. But it's like YouTube will give you this bump, whereas like I think when I'm doing, I don't know. I wasn't getting that morning. I wasn't getting that first stream bump anymore when I was doing the like all night Brawlhalla thing, which could be in my own mind. But also, if you guys have noticed, like I used to just be able to post a short, and it would get like 1,000 views minimum. And lately, I barely get like 10 views, you know? And then like more people will like check it over the days. So it just makes me think that like maybe YouTube has kind of like, they've either changed how they promote stuff, they've changed what their hashtags are, or, you know, I just gotta like do different content. I don't know. Something's gotta change. So I'm not getting any bump with shorts anymore. So I gotta kind of figure that out. And then just what I realized is that like my biggest streams are like the workout stream, and you know, the music, the piano, the guitar, that kind of stuff. But really, it's like what people want is they want me right here in the camera. They want me reading the chat, you know. And so that's kind of like, that's what seems to work. It's like I gotta be right here and just doing that. But if I'm being honest, it's like I don't like looking at a screen for that long. So when I do those like 7-hour streams, it gives me watch hours. It gives me more than, it gives me exactly. So it's like I am in the final stretch. If I just do that for a week, we'll be monetized. So I got to do that. But I'm also thinking longevity-wise, what can I do every day and not start to hate myself and hate the process. So that's why, like right now, I'm washing my dishes. Like I kind of use YouTube to force me to be a better version of me. So, you know, obviously these dishes have been sitting there for a while. I didn't do them. I hadn't put them away. But it's like, hey, we're in the kitchen. Let's clean, you know? So it's like really, You know, I would love to do like a clean in the house stream. You know, clean my living room and then just clean my living room for a day. I understand that I had to put my journals in a safe for the longest time because I had a partner who would read all my stuff. It's so freeing to be able to write. No, exactly, Greenie. So what I just realized is that, like, yeah, writing for me is just a very special thing. And while I enjoy doing it on stream because it kind of forces me to do it, kind of what I realized I kind of need to do is do like a good chunk of my writing, write until I'm kind of exhausted, you know, and then write on stream. But it's like yesterday, I did a writing stream outside, and people are like, oh my God, what's going on? Because I'm standing up, I'm outside, it's beautiful, I can look at the trees. Like, if I'm going to do a writing stream, maybe I'll do that. And, you know, and it's like, obviously I want to take breaks. So it's like, this is how I kind of typically like to look at the stream. It's like I'm over here, I'm looking here, and then I can look and I can check in on the stream. But I'm not just like looking at a fucking screen the whole time. It just, I don't know. It gives me a headache. You know, maybe I just have a cheap phone. I don't know. But, you know, that's also why it's like, I want to play the video game. Like, I almost went live on Brawlhalla last night. But what I've been really into lately is I want to read more. You know what I mean? I want to study. I want to learn. I want to grow. You know, and it's like, you know, I want to play video games. Don't get me wrong, but I don't. I get antsy. I get like, it's like I get this like itchy feeling. I feel like I'm in a sauna. I'm just like, I need to go do something. So it's like I wanna play. Like, even so, I guess so. This entire weekend when I was at Pete's house, he likes to play World of Tanks. So we were playing World of Tanks for like, wake up first thing in the morning, you're playing World of Tanks. You know, it's like all day World of Tanks. You know what I mean? We break and we like cook a little bit, and then we finish off and we're gonna go play some World of Tanks. We watched a movie. Like, I think he could tell I was kind of over it, and then he turned it off. But it's like, yeah, I just can't do it. Like, even the piano stream. It's like I can only do certain streams for like an hour stretch, and then I'm like, I gotta do something else, man. I gotta do something else. Doing them in the evening kind of works for me. Not necessarily just like that's why the workout stream was working, because it's like, you know, if I turn off, I'm just gonna go to bed. So I end up just doing these like 7-hour stretches because it's like, holy fuck, like 12 people here, we got 15 people here, what the hell's going on? And then it's like you're just kind of chatting with people. So, anyways. What I need to figure out is like a chatting type stream, like just like, hey, we're chatting. But what I need to figure out is how can I do a chatting while being productive, if that makes any sense, you know? And that's what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? I just washed my dishes. You know, I feel good. I feel really good about the day so far. I feel great about the day. I wrote first thing. Didn't stream that, but whatever. Worked out because so I learned this thing apparently because I've been studying this concept. I'm studying neuroscience and neuroplasticity, which is just basically, it's a fancy word for how do people learn and form new habits, breaking habits and forming new habits. So it's right up my alley. And one of the things that they were saying is if you do moderate to intense exercise, like the guy said, about basically like a 6 out of 10 of aerobic exercise. Not everyone's a specific, but this one guy I listened to as a doctor claims it's specifically aerobic style exercise. If you do that, and then you have this like window of like, you know, an hour to 4 hours or something, where your brain is more receptive to learning new material. So what I realize is that I kind of want to use that hack where wake up, write, get the writing out of the way done, then do a quick workout, do some jump rope, because I can just grab a jump rope and just start going. I can shadow box. I noticed like the shadow boxing, my back was hurting. So I don't know, I have to figure that out. So, you know, maybe even I go to the gym or something and I do a quick little workout. But then come right back and do piano and do sight reading. because sight reading is something that's really good for your brain, and it's a skill I want to get better at. So that's what I did today. I did jump rope followed by piano. And then, obviously, I needed to eat, so now we're here. And now it's kind of like, I just kind of want to be productive. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of cleaning a little bit. But, you know, the honest truth is that when I'm not live streaming, it's very easy for me to just kind of like, bleh, just kind of devolve into nothing. You know, I'll just watch YouTube and stuff, and I can force myself to like, you know, watch productive stuff, but it's, I'm not as productive as I would like to be. And, you know, I'm just at this place in my life where it's like, I need to really think about my future, because it's like, I need to have a more steady cash flow. I need to either be boosting the businesses I already have, and not just be kind of lazy, because it's like, I'm going to get to a point in life where people aren't going to want to hire me anymore. You know what I mean? I won't have my youth. So certain things are going to go out the window. Like teaching might always be there. But, you know, I don't have a lot saved up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I got to really think about this stuff. You into neuroscience? I love neuroscience. And I took a neuroscience class in college. It was one of my all-time favorite classes I ever took. And, so that's why, again, I really enjoy doing those, like, the Let's Study streams. You know, I love to do more of those, where we just kind of, like, I'm studying, you know. The thing is, the one that worked was me reading out loud. That seemed to be the one that people responded to the best. Which surprisingly takes a lot of energy. But it's also kind of nice. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with all this stuff. That's why I've been kind of regrouping. What's up, MB? Yeah, right. I know the Ratatouille. The Ratatouille is an old whatchamacallit, not profile picture, thumbnail that I made years ago, but I still use. I should just make some new thumbnails, to be honest. So, yeah. And you waddle away, waddle, waddle. Like this is all stuff I've been needing to do for way too long. I feel like that's one of the hacks to neuroscience of the brain too, is like you kind of need to clean the space around you, you know? Don't need that anymore. So like this right now. Feels pretty good. Feels nice that I'm cleaning. It's like, obviously this is filthy. Why did I let this build up like this? But, you know, you guys are essentially the only one who ever comes over. So it's not like I have anyone to show this off to. But again, this is why I like live streaming in the kitchen, because it forces me to go, oh my gosh, this place is disgusting. Let me clean. It's just months of coffee making, and little drips, and tiny coffee ground buildup, spillage. See, I was gonna use this old waffle maker. See, that looks nice. That looks nice, that feels nice. Let's use this old guy. How about that? And we cleaning. I'm worried about my agoraphobia coming back because I've been in the house the past week. Do you get agoraphobia for real, or just kind of like just not like being around people? Because I'm the same way. Like I will just like I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I almost didn't go in because I looked at the parking lot and I was like, oh, the parking lot's full. So I parked in like the parking lot next to it because it's a pretty big compound area. Compound, I call it a compound. And then when I was in the grocery store, it was just packed, you know, and I kind of hated being in there. But then while I was there, it kind of cleared out. So by the time I was done, the cashier was kind of pretty much all open. But you know, what's funny about that too is that I could tell the cashier thought I was a dick because I just like didn't really say a word to her. I was just kind of doing my thing. It's just like I hate small talk. You know, it's just not something I do. I'm not about that. All right, I need to get a new towel because I just used up the last towel. So that's not good. I'm just gonna use this. Look at that, though. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and clean. Anxiety disorder, I feel ya. Yeah, I usually only go to the grocery store. Like, if the grocery store closes at 9, I'll go to the grocery store at like 8:30. I'm like, I don't want to be around people. Shit. All that work, and then we make a mess. this thing is filthy. Jesus. I'm like, what's making a mess? The bottom of this guy. There we go. I love this waffle maker, but since it doesn't get used, it does not need to be out on the counter. It'll come out when it's time to use it. Okay. Right in there. There we go. And now we've cleared up a bunch of space. Oh yeah. Beauteous. I appreciate you, Maxwell. Yeah, again, I'd be the first to admit this is probably not the best content. But you hit the nail on the head. I'm kind of, if I think about what I would want my streams to be, it's building the community, obviously. And, you know, rather than just like mindless entertainment, which is kind of what the music streams are, I would want to lean more into the hopefully inspiring other people to, you know, do the things they want to do or do the things that need to get done. And again, I'm a broken record here, but that's why I appreciate you guys hanging out, and that's what I use YouTube for, is to be more focused and do the things I got to do. Because what happens is, like, if you just sit and you watch a guy work out, you watch a guy clean, eventually, like you said, it kind of inspires you. You know what? I'm gonna go do that thing. I'm gonna go do this. Like, I get a lot of people who say, like, hey, I started playing drums the other day. Hey, I started doing that. It's like, I don't realize that doing this stuff actually does inspire people. So it's really cool. But, you know, it's for most of my life, I've been a coach, I've been a tutor, I've been a teacher. So, you know, what you see is what you get. This is kind of what I do, is, you know, do this stuff. And then the dual life that I always had is that I'm a coach, I'm a teacher, and yet in my own life, you know, it's like my house is a freaking pigsty. It's like I'm embarrassed to have people over. It's like I probably, you know, if one of my students saw how I live, they'd be like, what the fuck? This is the guy we listen to? So it kind of forces me to, like, having you guys here looking at me forces me to act better. You know, do the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing. So that's why I appreciate you guys. And I kind of use YouTube as a personal weapon. You know, a weapon for self-growth. So, anyways, that's basically it. Yeah, I admit that this is probably not entertaining. But, yeah. Like, that's kind of how I've been trying to construct my, like I was talking about, that's how I'm trying to construct my routine. Because when I'm not live, you know, I'm on the couch, I'm feeling down on myself, I'm like just swiping on my phone, I don't do shit. Right now my phone is in use. It's you guys are my phone. So I don't have the option to goof off. So normally when I goof off, I'm just sitting here like, well, we're in the kitchen, we might as well clean, you know? And so, you know, you guys being around helps me be better. And then what I love about this more than anything is we keep the community together. Like we just have like, what, 70 guys just hanging out. This is awesome. You know, we got Roberto and Moltres just going at each other's throats. I don't know what's going on. But I love it, you know. And this is only possible if I force myself to go live, you know. So, you know, like, I think I'm at a point where it's like I need to start making like actual, I need to get into like actually editing videos. so I can post videos and that kind of stuff. But you know, I've just always done the live streaming. I don't really know. I don't really know the other proper YouTube. I watch all this stuff. I'm like, this is how you YouTube, and it's like, oh, edit, do this, do that, and I'm like, I don't do any of that. I just hit live. My heritage is up for question. I had a dream last night that my mom told me I was Native American, so that was kind of cool. But pretty much, again, I've never taken one of those DNA tests, but basically German, Japanese, and either Mexican or Basque. But I like to just say both because I don't really know what that last quarter is. My grandpa was kind of racist, so he said they were European. And my mom claims that he was self-hating Mexican, but he liked to say, we're European, we're Basque. You know, so my aunt claims that we're Basque. My mom said we're Mexican. That's my mom, so I'm going to listen to my mom. But then I had like an argument with my aunt one time, being like, but you're Mexican. She goes, we are not. And I was like, all right, who am I to tell this lady who she is? You know. But, you know, to be fair, Basque people are fucking awesome. You don't meet too many Basque people. And when I meet Basque people, I kind of look like them because they all have similar eyes, which is weird. But that goes out the window because I got these eyes from my dad's side, which is the German side. So that theory goes out the window. And Mexico is fucking awesome. Who doesn't love Mexico? So, yeah, well, I definitely, it's like, I don't go outside. So look how white I am, right? So I'm pretty white, but this is just because I do not go outside. But that's because, you know, my mom had to get like chunks of her nose taken off when I was younger. So she was all about like, you must cover in sunscreen and stuff. So I've always, I'm total vampire. I go out at night. I go out early morning and then evening. But like right now, I usually stay out in the sun. But I get real dark real quick. Like I don't know if you can really see, I still look pretty white. But, yeah, exactly. You gotta be careful. You know. So, gotta be mindful. Gotta be mindful of the things with the stuff, or it'll get you. All hail the right? Exactly. That's the thing, Greenie. It's like, I had a friend the other day. She was like, you're Mexican. And I was just like, you know, I love that you say that, and I appreciate that. But, you know, if I go to Mexico, if I'm around Mexicans, they call me a gringo. If I'm around Japanese people, they call me a white guy. And if I'm around white people, they call me Asian. You know, or people think I'm Italian. Or occasionally I get Native American, or randomly some people on here think I'm Middle Eastern. My all by myself. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for dating right now. All by myself. Don't wanna be. I'm gonna be honest, I used to do a lot of dating, and I just got sick of the fact, I had the realization that it's like, feels like an interview process, and I'm just telling the same stories on repeat. You know what I mean? You only have so many like clever stories or whatever, interesting stories, so it's like if you're getting to know someone, it's like the same like fucking, oh, you know, here's this segue into this story. Like, pick me. It's fucking bullshit, man. So I much more value authentic connection, but that's few and far between. Let's be real. So, you know, and it's like, it's not like I can't meet people. I definitely, like, my job allows me to meet a lot of people, even at the gym. You know, but it's like, I don't ever talk to people at the gym. I keep to myself. I had this lady the other day totally trying to get me to, like, she's just like, completely across the gym, had no reason to position herself right in front of me, and then just starts like doing these like weird kettlebell squats, like literally right in front of me. And I was like, what do you want, lady? What do you want? You want me to get your number or some shit? And it's like, but also it's like, it just feels like this, you know, I respect the whole thing of like, when you're at the gym, like you're kind of just doing your thing. You know what I mean? Have you seen the new UFO footage files? I have not. What's going on with that? See, that I'm into. Fuck dating. Let's talk UFOs. Now we're talking, you guys. I like this. So, well, I mean, it's yeah. Some people are just weird. It's the thing is with dating and like that kind of stuff. Once you're aware, like the world is like Animal Planet. People just like position themselves. It's like fucking birds, man. They just like you know, guys are out here peacocking. You know, women will just kind of be like, oh, what's this right here? Oh, I hope this guy doesn't talk to me right now. What's going on, dude? Oh, okay, he hasn't said anything. I guess I failed. You know, so it's weird. I don't know. You guys get it. Once you learn to live alone, you learn to be careful who you let in. Exactly, Greenie. See, that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's exactly. You know, once you're like at peace with being by yourself, bro, why would I rob that? Most people just want distractions. Like, I don't really want distractions. You know what I mean? Hey, appreciate you, MB. My wife and I had a 4-hour convo. We needed, wanted, married 30 days and been married 50. Hell yeah. See, Maxwell. See, that's the thing. It's like, again, a marriage is a union of ideally like minds. So, like, you guys, it's like, this is what we want. Are you on the same page? Are you on the same page? Like, when people are serious, like, you know, about dating, it's different. It's not just, like, kind of fucking around. And I have zero interest in fucking around. You know what I mean? So, it's like, and that's the thing, too. It's like, I've been on dates where I'm just like, oh, God, I hate this. Like, I was on a date with this one lady, and she was just checking out dudes that were walking by. And I was like, I'm right here, bitch. Like, what the fuck is this? You know? And, it's like, all right, I'll see myself out. You know what I mean? And then she's like, why? What's the problem? And I'm just like, no. What the, like, all right, you're clueless. You know what I mean? Only malice. You know? But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, it's fun. Obviously, all that stuff is fun. Don't get me wrong. You gotta do it every now and then. You start to, you know, go a little wacky. But, I don't know. I started the whole dating thing much earlier. I kind of got, I don't know. I think I had a different life experience than a lot of people. Like, a lot of my friends, they didn't start dating. They didn't start, like, I didn't do this stuff until I was 18. I was like, I started much younger. So, I just, I got it all out of my system early. You know. The most handsome man alive. I think there's some other folks who would say differently, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. This guy thinks I'm pretty. He thinks I'm pretty. Yeah, you know exactly. If you want kids, that's the thing. That's the thing. So I've been a teacher for you know, I've been a teacher for freaking holy shit, like 18. Oh my gosh. If you count my, like, almost 21 years, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of students, a lot of kids that I have now seen grow all the way up and are now adults in college. And so I've seen the whole gambit of, you know, parents, children, where, yeah, most kids are freaking awesome, but also it's a little bit of a gamble of, like, you know, the two people fusing together. You know, what do they create? You know, and then also like the nature versus nurture, you know, it's the fusing of those two things. So, and then also, you know, if I'm being real, I don't really trust myself in terms of, like, I had to take a break from dating because I realized, like, if someone was like stable and like who you would want to have a family with, you know, I'd probably end up breaking up with that person. Like, being real, I have a bad history with that. So I always gravitated towards like unhealthy situations and scenarios where it's like, you know, I almost don't trust my preference anymore. You know, as my buddy used to say, like, you know, stop dating crazy. You know, and I'm not even trying to call these people crazy because clearly the common denominator is me. You know, so is what it is. As he put it, it's the ADHD dopamine. Appreciate you, Greenie. Yeah, exactly. You know, and it might happen. You know. I mean, that's the thing, too. It's like, I don't think I would have any issues, like, if I were to find a woman and just be like, I want to have kids, as long as she wanted to have kids, too, it's like, I don't think I would have, I don't think it sounds fucked up, I just don't think, I feel like you said, I feel like I got time. Maybe I don't, you know, maybe it's like, who knows, you don't want to assume you do, but I'm like, I'm not in a rush. Whereas a lot of people, they get like locked into these people because they think that that's their last shot at, you know, anything. Whereas I'm more concerned with, you know, I say building a legacy, but, you know, the job I had, if I were to like try and start a family right now, I'd immediately have to just like, all right, I gotta go become a firefighter or some shit. I gotta get a more stable job. It's like right now I do a lot of music. A lot of freelance work, you know what I mean? I have a granddaughter who has had to have 7 heart surgeries, bad J. Exactly. So and that's the thing. So I mean, I feel for your granddaughter. That's horrible that she's had to go through that. I don't even know how young she is, and it's you know exactly. So everyone's got their genetics. So you don't really know this about people until you get to know. I mean, it's like I had that with my more recent ex, where. You know, once I kind of got to meet her family, you know, and I lived with her family during COVID lockdown, so I got to really know her family, and you know, it's just you got to decide: do you want this legacy to continue through your offspring? And what I realized with my ex was like, this lady is going to beat our kids. And worse than that, it might even go even worse than physical violence. So it's like she just had a whole bunch of shit. Nothing against her, but there was a lot of stuff going on. And she was very open to the fact. She was just like, yeah, I'd beat the shit. I got beaten, so I'd beat our, you know, and I'm just like, no, hell no. You know, no one's touching my baby. You know what I mean? So it's like, I already kind of have that. It's like, there's just kind of like weird lines in the sand that you got to realize where it's like, yeah, I probably should have broken that off sooner, but, you know. I got my kid, so I got part of what I wanted in life apart from raising him the single part. Yeah, exactly. And then it's tough. So it's like you know, and that's the other reality. It's like you get with someone you think it's one way, and then you have the kid, and then it's gonna be another way. Like that's like with my buddy right now, where you know he's got a baby like within the month. So shout out to him. But also, I'm looking at their kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I wonder if he thinks he'll still be able to do the stuff he's doing now once the baby's here. So maybe that's why he's getting it out of his system, you know? And who knows? It's like usually they say once you're holding the kid, it just like things change. But I'm also sitting there looking, I'm just like, brother, like, you know, certain things have got to start happening, or I can tell your wife is probably going to be like, what the fuck, bro? You know, and I mean that all love, but it's just, yeah, as soon as a baby arrives, it's different. Yeah, we can sigh our way. Yeah, I like how you said that, Maxwell. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, so, yeah, you know, and I'm like a completely different person than I was even 5 years ago. So, you know, I'm not. I was more focused on self growth, you know, more than anything. So, you know, and a lot of my goals, a lot of it is selfish. So, you know, I wouldn't really want to put that onto a kid. So it's like if I were to have a kid, I realize I would probably turn out being like a helicopter parent. You know what I mean? Just like locked in, you know. And then also, and then that's the other factor is that I know too much, in the sense that like I couldn't trust anyone around my kid. You know what I mean? It's just like I would just be very. And then that's assuming you have the time, because then it's like if you're working and stuff, it's like, you know, all that stuff kind of has to take place. So like, and then even it's like you have, it's like I had an ex from high school where I randomly like saw she was on Facebook. She like made a post on Facebook, and it's like she's got a baby, and it's like she's got a baby on the way. It's like the baby's like 3 months old, and she's looking for like daycare or places to put the baby all day. And I get that that's, you know, I'm not trying to put judgment or whatever, but it's like I don't know, that weirdly disturbed me. I'm like, how do you not want to be with your infant? How can, but I'm not trying to, you know, be judgmental. I'm not trying to judge a mom or whatever, but it's like, even as a dad, like someone's got to be with the kid. Like, you're just gonna leave it with, because I had that with me when I was a kid. I was in daycare up until I was about 9 years old. I was in daycare and all that kind of stuff, and I can tell you it's a fucking gamble of what you get. What's up, Braden? But I hope you're having a good one. Need to hear another bass solo again. Appreciate you, Braden. We'll definitely do a bass solo for it. Now you know my life. Very protective. Yeah, I'm the same way, Maxwell. Children change lives. So yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's like, especially as a man, it's like if you have a child, it immediately just, it's like a superpower where suddenly your life just changes in an instant. We're like, oh, this is life now. I must protect this thing, you know. So, you know, parents make a lot of sacrifices, or, you know, in an ideal world they would, or would feel driven to. And again, that's why, like, I've always chosen to honor my parents, because it's like I'm very thankful for the things they gave me. You know, like my mom always wanted to go to college, so it's like that's why I'm kind of forcing myself to finish my degree, because she didn't get to do that. You know, so. But, you know, not everyone has a good, like even my dad, it sucks. It's like he didn't have the best relationship with his mom, so he has like a certain view, you know, it's like almost like a certain view of women as a result, where I was the opposite. I love my mom. I had a great mom. My mom was the best. And so it's like me and him are just a little different from that, where he's just like, yeah, this like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, hey, like, the fuck's wrong? You sound like a pussy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's bad, but he's just, and then I'll kind of call him out sometimes. I was like, hey, don't talk about my grandma. I can't let you talk about my grandma like that. And he's just like, well, you know, I can tell. It's just like, for him, it's like, well, he had a different experience than I did. So he's just like, you kind of got to cut me some, he's like, you got to cut me some slack here, because, you know, I didn't have the most loving upbringing like you did. His mom wasn't as loving as my mom. So, and, you know, and that sucks. So, anyways. You know, anyways. So is life. Max, there was a place I read on changes the brain goes through during parenthood. Your brain goes through a change when you have kids. I wish I could even name the article I read. Amazing to cut the umbilical cord. Oh, damn. Yeah, I guess that's the, yeah. How many kids did you have, Maxwell? Yeah. Yeah, you know, and it's like, twice in my life, I've kind of tried to step in as the role of the stepdad type position. And not even like I was stepping in. It's just kind of like you kind of just dive into like, all right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. But both times, the first time I full on got used, she was just literally using me to get like vengeance on her ex, the baby daddy, make him jealous. And I was too naive to see. And then even like the more recent one, you know, it just became clear. It's like I kind of lulled myself into this like false sense of like I was kind of part of the family. I was more valuable than I was. And then, you know, she kind of had to blow up with me and made it clear I'm not part of the family. You know, and then that just made me realize, I'm like, yeah, you have to kind of build your own family, you know. And so that was those were both painful in their own ways, but you learn. It's all part of it. You have 7 girls and 2 boys. Damn, so Maxwell is definitely experienced here. Have a good one, bro. See, I'll see you next time you go live. Go on my break and work. Got this. I appreciate you, Braden. You're awesome. Appreciate you. I want to thank you guys all for. See, again, this is why I like these streams too. Is just getting to have conversations with you guys. So, this is kind of what turns this is what happens with the in this case the kitchen live stream. So, hanging out in the kitchen. But I like this. This was always, I stole this from another live streamer. I can't even think of his name. Nick something or other. But yeah, I always thought that this was kind of like the ultimate live stream. Is you just do a kitchen live stream. So first thing in the morning, you go and you just cook a nice meal and you hang out with chat. So I should probably be doing these more often. But for me, it just involves waking up early, which I woke up at like 6 a.m. today. So I'll definitely be trying to do that more often. So, anyways, I would say the ultimate routine for me right now would be, I wake up, I write. We do a quick little, like no more than an hour workout stream. Is Greenie out of here? God wills, appreciate you, Greenie. You're awesome. I always appreciate you having you here. Take care of you too. See you, Braden. Psycat Moltres, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Hiya, if you're out there, I love you, brother. You guys are all awesome. Dude, how funny was Synth today? I don't know if Synth is still around here. Synth randomly was just like, I am now Joan. At first I was like, what the fuck, Synth? What the hell's going on? And then when he just fully committed to the Joan character, I was like, never mind, I love this. Synth, you're awesome. This is why we love Synth. Synth is the man. I was like, at first I was like, this is why I'm too sensitive. I was like, at 2 Synth? I appreciate you, Maxwell. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the dropping the wisdom, dude. Thank you for giving me the big bro talk. You know what I mean? Cause I need that. That's like what Pete was doing for me this weekend. He was like, brother, you're an incredible, the job you do. I always hesitate to say these things because I feel like I try and keep some anonymity. I gotta get a new one of these guys because this one kind of leaks out the side. Not all 3 birds with his Obama snow. Dude, his Obama snow is tough. It's crazy that his Obama snow can take out all of our birds. So let me see. Did I already hit the See, look at my analytics. My analytics have just tanked. You know what I mean? It was at like 100K. It's down to 22K and it just keeps tanking. So I appreciate you guys being here, but yeah, it's like I got to figure out how to get back on the shorts thing. Again, the workout live streams were picking things back up, but yeah, I'm like 8.9. Yeah, somehow the piano live stream did good. Synth Wizard's back! The ultimate wizard of synth. And he's got 4 hands like Goro. Imagine if you had 4 hands, you could play piano. You'd be able to do anything! Synth, I was just talking about how much I loved your Joan impersonation earlier. Like, I am the new Joan. What's up, losers? You guys just being a bunch of losers right now? What's it like being losery? So this is the other thing I love about if I can keep up this morning routine, it'll be ultimate because you know, again, I now feel like this is what I have to do in order to be like now I feel like we could do a Pokemon Unite stream. I feel like we could do just any type of gaming kind of thing. But it's like I have to hit these certain check marks in the day. Otherwise, I feel like I failed, you know? And again, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I've always been bad about that. So that's why, like, lately I've been kind of like, you know, I put a lot less, you know, it's like I'm not forcing myself to, I have to play bass, I have to play guitar, bass, piano, and work on voice, and study covers every single day. It's like, no. Like, piano probably every day if that's the one you want to improve at. Guitar and bass, I'm not really worried about those skills going anywhere. So I pick up my guitar, you know, I should be picking it up every day. But I've always kind of cycled with those. So Pokemon Unite, yeah, see, you get it. 4 hands per arm. There you go. Synth, I love you. Yeah. Yeah, no, you get it. You get it as a piano dude. Synthesize master is yeah. It's like because it's like okay, I gotta do analysis. I've gotta be learning new pieces. I've got to be working on my sight reading. I've got to be you know just you know working on the repertoire I already learned. Working on my ear, doing some ear training, trying to transcribe songs. It's just an endless list of things you've got to do seemingly every day. And that's just music. That's just one of the things I'm trying to do. You know, so it's like, and then I'm not in the, and this is what happens with me too, is none of these things are putting money or food on the table. So, like, you know, and it's like, I make money with music, but it's like, okay, if I'm going to make money with music, the music is the fun part. The music is the show up and perform. The work is setting up client meetings, following up on the client meetings, setting it up, making the plans, making the scheduling. You know, it's like you have to, it's like that's what I mean by like the daily work streams. It's like I got to be like answering emails, and the emails you got to be like that. You can't just like let it wait a day. You lose the client. The only way I get these clients is if I respond within the first like 5 minutes of them emailing me, and they go, "Oh my gosh, you're so fast." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm fucking hungry. I need to eat. I have rent to pay." You know. So as Pete was saying, he's just like, "You've gotten soft," because it's like I have a pretty good paying job right now, just teaching. But as Psycat and I've talked about, is I kind of lost my job like last week, and then the lady I think realized like, oh, I kind of need this guy. Hey, we're cool, right? And I'm just like, well, we're not, but I kind of now have to pretend we're cool because I need to eat, and I can't. It's like you don't bite the hand that feeds you, and that's always been my problem. I have a very low, like I have a low ability to filter myself, you know what I mean? So if someone's like talking shit or just, you know, trying to cut me down or whatever, I'm just like, bink, I just fire it right back at them. And they go, what the fuck? You know? And I'm just like, oh, don't bite the hand that feeds you, but also, fuck you. This is why I've always had to be my own boss. But being your own boss basically means you have to work 24/7 if you even want to like scratch the surface of making ends meet. You know. So anyways, I'm rambling, but that's what I do on here. I'm literally just talking to a screen, so. This is why I like the live streaming. People always talk about, how do you live stream? It's like, well, you got to be able to talk to yourself. You know. Synth is crying. He gets it. Synth Wizard gets it. But, yeah. So anyways, moving forward, game plan, get the chunk of my live streaming out of the way early on in the day, even though I've already been streaming much longer than I intended to today. But, my game plan is basically wake up, do some writing, may or may not stream. I would like to stream it just because I feel like the consistency is what inspires others to do the same. But I just am not very interactive in those writing streams. You know, I wish I was. It's like when I am, I'm not writing, you know. And then, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Got the hiccups now. So, morning we write, followed by a quick workout. So a quick little cardio session. Or just right into the piano. But I really need to do sight reading. Sid, if you could do one thing, I could not live stream. I've never had much to say. No, man, it's tough. It's tough, and there's times where it's like, if I'm being real, I dread sometimes it's like that's why I kind of took a break from the nighttime workout streams, because it just devolved. This is what people want. They want me right here talking, reading, blah, 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 and most people are just insulting me. You know, they're just like coming in here and they're just trolling. They're just fine, whatever. They're trolls. I get it. They just want reactions. But yeah, it's like, one, it's draining to just talk. I finish these live streams and my throat's sore, and I'm just like, fuck. Why is my throat so sore? And it's like, well, you've been talking for a while. But one thing that I've noticed is that through talking a lot, it works your voice in a different way, where it's like you start to get this like, hey there, how's it going, guys? Like, you get this weird announcer voice. You get this weird resonance that only comes from speaking, you know, a lot. And in that sense, it's kind of nice that it helps you out with singing in a weird way. So, but yeah, forcing myself to do like the live streams where I'm just covering music would be a really good thing, because I'm learning a lot of songs and I'm working on my ear. So again, this is why I kind of force myself to do the live streams that is self-empowerment and betterment. So it's like, even this kitchen stream, I made a really healthy salad. I feel really good. I was just going to go find and spend like way too much money on waffles, you know, with the amount I'd have to spend on the park. Because the spot I was thinking about, it's like you got to go spend on the parking garage. So you're spending like $5 there. And then you got to freaking go to the place. It's at least $20. You got to tip them. And that's assuming I don't go full fatty kid and order a bunch of stuff. So it's like I'm spending all this money I don't have. So doing the cooking stream is great, because it forces me to just cook whatever I have here. And I ended up just making salad. So I feel healthier than I would have. I would have felt like shit if I just ate French toast today. Yeah, it feels like most people just want to talk to you and don't care about what you're actually doing. Exactly. So that's the end all. It's like even like the workout streams. People don't want to watch me work out. Like, people tune out if I'm actually working out. If I'm jumping rope, if I'm punching and boxing, the only time they tune in to watch me box is to insult me and just go, oh, this fucking pussy thinks he can actually hit. I'll fight you. It's like everyone just comes in and tries to challenge me to a fight. I'm like, cool, right on, you know. But yeah, it's like what they want is me right here, like this. Hey, do. Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Bernard 67? Hey, appreciate you being in here, brother. Blah 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 blah. You know, it's like But yeah, again, this is why I do love going live, and I love staying live, is because we foster this amazing community. Got you here, Synth. We got Mr. 4 hands per 4 arms right here. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, and see, that's the other part, Synth, is not even like, not, yeah. Most of them, it's like they don't understand. Even then, usually what happens is I'll call their bluff and they go, hey man, I'm just joking. It's like too late. But the problem with me too is that I'll clear a room out by just getting too like, I'd rather just keeps vibes good because I'm just like, hey, what's up, motherfucker? Like I'll just kind of like respond. But again, I think it kind of creeps people out. So then they're just like, all right, we're good. I thought this guy was a nice guy. He's kind of weird. But yeah, it's like I grew up doing that stuff, and I also did it because I got bullied as a kid. So it's like it's not gonna take a lot for me to fire back. It's like I always say, don't threaten me with a good time. But but also I don't want that to become what live streaming is for me. It's just people challenging me to a fight. And then me going like, yeah, pussy, let's go. It's like, what? I'm going to go fight all these random people, meet up with people, like fucking blind date and just go beat them up? Or get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? Either way, it's like, it can go either way. It's like, it's not something I really want live streaming to become for me. So I would rather focus on the good vibes. And yeah, end of the day, for me, these live streams and staying live, a lot of it is about keeping the community together, and if I'm not live, people are just off doing their thing. But as soon as I'm live, we got this little room for everyone to hang out. Exactly, total lose-lose scenario. Because I would be a fool to think that I could just like mouth off and then have it's like there's always a bigger fish. It's just like it's like I'm bringing on bad energy if I just sit here and just start accepting every challenge online, because then finally someone's gonna be like, oh hey, okay, I'll take you up on that, and then they'll make it their life mission to find me. And you know what I mean? It's like it's a lot of these trolls. It's like as Moltres always put it, you don't want to feed the trolls because then they just like stick around. Like Synth, I had this one troll recently where I almost took a break from doing the piano live streams because all he did was come in and say that like Eric Satie sucks, and he just preferred Debussy. Obviously, everyone's right to their own opinion, and that's his opinion, and that's great. But instead, I go, you fucking die! I just start like screaming at him about Satie. Obviously, I'm joking, but one, it cleared the room, so it's just down to like one or two people. And then that guy loved it. He just hung around, and then everyone that popped in, you just like, hey, tell this guy to play Debussy. He loves it, And I'm just like, fuck. Now I'm just hanging out with this asshole, and I do love Debussy. Debussy is awesome. You know what I mean? It was just the fact that he, was just talking shit because I think I was playing Gymnopédie or something like that, and then I was just like, you know what? Fuck you, But yeah. It's anyways lose lose scenario. As my coach used to say, it's water off a duck's back. You gotta just roll with the punches. I'm full of, cliche one-liners. But, you guys get it. Hey, we just hit 9.9. So, I'll probably... This is what I want to do. Alright, what I'm going to do now... I still got to clean. I just ran out of paper towels. Let me do this. Hut. Just have to be weirdly careful. Now we're here. See, this is how cool I am. What I want to do today is I want to go to the library. So what I'm going to do now is I kind of want to figure out where those books I want to get are, and Damn. I'm gonna find where those books are. Santa Cruz Libraries. Do-do-do-do-do. Santa Claus is coming to town. Do 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 do. There we go. What's up, Alfonso? Brother, I almost found an Yngwie Malmsteen. I didn't almost find it. Back in the day, there was an Yngwie Malmsteen guitar at one of the used shops, and it was there forever. It was just this used Yngwie guitar. I almost got the Yngwie Strat. So anyways, appreciate you, and I appreciate your love for Yngwie. I also like that you call me Uncle Jay. The duck! Exactly, the duck. Dude, I love a yellow Strat. I really do. I really do. Alright. So... let me do this. So what I want to research right now is neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. All right, Norman Doidge. The man that mistook his wife for a hat. That's funny. Looking up good books on neuroplasticity. Oliver Sacks. Everyone's saying Norman Doidge. Hello. Hello. Okay. Live Wired. David Eagleman. Eagleman's a great name. Okay. The mind and the brain. Jeffrey M. Schwartz. Schwartz. The Schwartzman. Ooh, that's scary. What the internet is doing to our brains. Nicholas Carr. Livewire. Evolve Your Brain. There's a lot of good books here. Joe Dispenza. Buddha's Brain. Neuroplasticity. I like that. Just straight to the point. Moheb Kastandi. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I like that. How I always like to read is I like to read a ton of books. Totally not Synth Wizard. What's up, Synth? Not Synth. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I need that one. Joe Dispenza. Got a couple Dispenza books here. The Power. Okay, The Power of Habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Power of Habit. All right, I think I probably have enough books here now. I just got to go see which ones I can get. Charles Duhigg. Duhigg. The Power of Neuroplasticity. Shad. That's a good name. Shad Helmstetter. Limitless Mind. Okay, I want to read some stuff about creativity, but I don't know if I really need help there. Joe Bowler. Rewire Your Brain. John B. Arden. The Woman Who Changed Her Brain. Mindsight. Blink. Okay. Becoming Supernatural. Softwired. Dr. Michael Becoming Supernatural. Joe Dispenza. All right, a lot of Joe Dispenza books. All right, who's this person? Michael Herzenich. Beautiful. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Santa, Santa, Santa Claus. He's Santa. He's Santa. He's breaking into your house. He's sleeping with your wife. I saw him kissing your mom last night, and he's got a knife. Fuck! Okay, come on. Brain that changes itself. So, rewire your brain. Train your mind, change your brain. Sharon. Sharon! Alright, we probably have enough books now. Let's keep just going through this list. Chappelle. Karen L. Chappelle. Neuroplasticity. Already got that one. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. Anyone's here? All right. All right. Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Okay. Norman Deutsch. Maximum brain power. I figure if you just study the brain, it's probably one of the best things you can study, right? Short of an actual field that you're wanting to study. But Hemingway Collins. Okay. unfortunately, they don't have any of these books at the library. Neuroplasticity. I'm like shaking right now. As soon as I said that, I stopped shaking. Moltres, oh, see, I did it again. Look, I'm shaking. This is why I realized I could never be I wanted to be a surgeon when I was younger. Like, fresh out of high school, that was my dream. That was my goal, was to be a surgeon. See, now it's stopped. But I just I just naturally shake. You don't want that guy cutting into you. Okay, if I just go... Okay, okay. Moltres. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. What characters do you play on Street Fighter? And what are you guys playing? Street Fighter 5? How we learn. Ooh. Moltres, you might like this book. Rewire Your Anxious Brain. How to use neuroscience. How to use the neuroscience of fear to end anxiety, panic, and worry. By Catherine M. Pittman. I play Elena, Sai is Cammy. Nice! I know Cammy. I'm trying to think who Elena is, but I think I can picture her. I'm going to buy Ingrid, though. I think it was Street Fighter 4. Whichever one was on the 3DS. I played a ton of that one. I like Street Fighter. I think 3 is probably my favorite. I could be wrong, though. Good morning, I love you. Mindfulness with self-compassion. Practice to wire your brain for clarity and joy. Basically just be like, I love you. Because I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, and doggone it, people like me. Hi, I'm Stuart Smiley. Oh, you had to buy the separate characters? The bodybuilders. The best brain. Age of Scientific Wellness. Brain Fitness Program. Hello. PBS. Expected and edited. Let me just check my batteries. Ooh, okay. I'm about to charge my phone here shortly. For was on 3DS. We're playing 6. Oh, damn, you guys are way ahead of me. Yeah, I definitely haven't played 6. I've seen videos of 6, I think. Just because that's like competitive players play that one. Ooh, see, they have whole seasons. That's kind of cool that they keep bringing out new characters. Okay, now let me look up a few things here. These are all the books I found. Every single one of these lines is a different book. So, we're going to have to kind of pick and choose here. Let's see, do they have that? Bam. Say that to brain study. Good stuff. What's up, WDC Figures? How you doing? Oh, do I remember you? I've missed you. I've been wondering where you've been. My man. Catching all the little hearts. Wait, bring them back. Bring them back. Where'd the hearts go? More hearts. More hearts. Chilling, man. Right now, I was looking up books I wanted to get from the library, and they literally only have this. This is the massive list of books I want to get, and they only have one book available. And then the DVD that's available is already on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got the hearts. Yes, 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 yes. I'm like a mantis. I'm like a love mantis. Nothing gets by me. Kalima! 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 Got a new phone, hell yeah. Kalima! Bro, remember that one guy? I don't even remember his name. Freaking Vortex. Freaking Vortex would just do the angry faces of this constantly. And I would end the stream and it'd be like, you had 1,000 emojis. And I was like, or like whatever this thing is called. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was all Vortex just sitting there and spamming it. No, it's not. The next level's 91. Come on. Roberto, you're better than that. Got it. Next level is 67. See, Moltres knows what's up. I do play guitar. Can't stop, won't stop, baby. Ooh, I like this. Just want to say your streams are so good. The beard looks it. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. You're awesome. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, we should do some music streams later. That would be most good. Most good. Spread the love, spread the love. Hey, no, you're my type of person. You're gonna change it to level 100? That's a high level. I've been here at school and shit, been busy. My phone broke, got a new one for my birthday. Hey, happy birthday! Happy belated birthday. Hope school's going well for you. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now, is just looking up some neuroscience stuff to get better at the studying process. Oh hell yeah, dude! Everyone I know and love is July babies. I was just out celebrating my best friend's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Annie and Paul. Okay. There we go. I haven't done any game streamings lately. I need to do those. I might do one later today. We'll see. Right now I'm just I'm on a neuro fitness. Oh, I like this one. Neuro fitness. Yeah, I haven't done any I want to get back on a Pokemon stream. Spain, Barcelona, Greece, Bulgaria. There you go. Hope you and your dad are having a good time. Ooh, hold on. This might be the one I go get. Yes! Yes! All right, we're getting this one. Genius Foods. I got like 40 books here. I gotta look at. Dude, I bet you will. Yeah, that's crazy. She's gonna be gone that long. I hope she has a good time though. I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute. I got 1 minute. Couple minutes. We're back. Have a good one, Figures. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hope to see you soon. Throws Moltres Fushigi ball. What? Hi, I love you. See, this is why I like being live. It's just to hang out with you guys. Again, thank you guys. Much appreciations. Yeah, I'm just checking my analytics. Yeah, it's pretty clear across the board. My best performing videos are always let's work out. So, guess that's what we gotta do. The plus and minuses of being a fitness coach by trade. When you do a live stream for it, people go, hey, I want more of this. You know what's funny though is it's like people would kill to have people want to watch them stream gaming. You know what I mean? That's what everyone wants to do, and people have been like begging me to stream games. Like Romeo pops in, he's always leaving comments like, "Please, will you download Pokemon Champion so we can have that?" And it's like I shouldn't take that lightly, you know. Because there'll probably be a time where I'm just like, man, I wish I could just game or something, you know? I just go through phases. I go through cycles. Sometimes I just want to kick back, chill. Other times I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm manic, but I'm just like, must do all the things with the stuff. Like this is clear sign of mania that I'm expecting to read through all these books, which I'm not. I'm just writing down. These are all the books that are recommended on this subject. So from here, I'm going to pinpoint the ones I actually want to get. No, that's what I'm looking at. They definitely have audiobooks. Well, so here's the thing too with me with books. I don't read how you know what I mean. Even though it's like people probably look at this, most people think you have to read a book start to finish. Like if you don't read page 1 to page 367, you didn't read the book all the way through. Yes, that's true. That's the optimal way to read. But how I like to read, at least in this format, which is why I have such a large thing. I love going to a library, going through every aisle and just picking random books out, going back to my table with a giant stack of books, flipping through them, you know, looking at the index, finding chapters, just flipping through them, seeing what jumps out at me, and then from there setting books aside to see which ones do I want to take home for further study and which ones am I cool leaving here. Like I don't, a lot of these aren't available at the local libraries, so there's a few, so I kind of want to go pick those up while they're still available. But then from that, then I go through and I decide like, okay, I read it a little bit more in depth, and if I really like it, I buy it. So again, so off of this, maybe 5 books I'll end up with, you know. But that's just I absorb information differently that way. Um, so it's like people are like, oh, yeah, you think you're going to read all these books? It's like, no, I don't. But also, you don't have to read. It's like, it's like you don't, like, you can speed read. You could flip through. You could let your brain tell you what, like, I don't know. There's just different ways to absorb information. I do like audiobooks too, though. What's nice about the audiobooks, a lot of them are just online. Yeah, like I'm just on YouTube and I'm finding a lot of books on taped. The mind and the brain.
Okay. Done playing Street Fighters? There you go. Hope you guys had a good time playing that. Who was the guy in here earlier? I'm trying to remember. Was that WCD? Mr. Figures? There's one guy who was here, but see that spike? That was that one guy who just kept going. And I love him for it. First time playing this new one with another human. Yeah, it's fighting games are completely different playing with a real person versus the AI. Which some games the AI are nasty, don't get me wrong. But yeah, for the most part, real human is going to be a total different beast because they're going to adjust to what you're doing, you know, or they might set you up, you know, lull you into a false insecurity and then mop the floor with you the next round. And you're just like, what the hell just happened? And they're like, yeah, they got all your timing now. And then the next level is then you adjust to their adjustments, you know. Yeah, your Palkia better not hurt his Groudon. I like how Roberto is now adjusted to just attacking Moltres. He realized my jabroni dragons don't stand a chance. Yeah. Yeah, it's like playing against easy on the AI is nice to like get the timing down and mechanics, but like it can almost hurt your playstyle. Like I used to have that with like Smash Bros. Smash Bros. It's like Smash Bros. With a real person versus Smash Bros. Against a computer is just totally different beasts. Okay. There's a meter you can use to make your attacks come out faster. Damn. Is it like a builds up over time kind of meter? Second meter, first swing. That's kind of cool. Hmm.
Bro, the ultimate of all ults. This is why. So, one of my favorite fighting games, if you guys are ever down to try it, I know I'm always getting you guys on games that I only play once and then we don't touch it again. But I have this on. Um, so, Haya, if you ever wanted to try this game, it's normally like freaking crazy expensive, like $100 or something. But that's with all the different downloads. But you can buy it. You can buy it on sale for like 93% off. You get the whole thing for like $7 or something, or like $3. Uh, Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find. There we go. All supers. So Dragon Ball Z Fighters. It's like Marvel versus Capcom 2, where you have like 3 characters you can play as. So this is like one of my favorite characters, Super Baby. I also love Super Baby. It's basically even more evil Vegeta. It's Vegeta has been taken over. But they have all these killer ultimates. So the ultimate right here, this one right here. Check this out. That to me is one of the best ultimates in any video game ever. Right? It's such a good game. I love that game. The only reason I stopped playing it was I used to play it on Switch, and I have it on PS5, but it's just it's kind of weird. It's like hard to find online players to play against. You know, you only recently found out they turned into giant monkeys in Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a great thing to get into. So it's like Dragon Ball. It's like I think it was initially like they were gonna end with Frieza, and then they were gonna end with Cell. So that's why it's like it ended with like Ghost Goku behind Gohan with the one arm, blasting Cell into oblivion. But they just kept making more money. It's like with Pokemon, where it's just like, no, we have too much money. We got to keep this ball rolling. So, and then Toriyama like didn't really want to have anything to do with Dragon Ball GT, but they made Dragon Ball GT, so that's its own little subcategory where it's like Dragon Ball, but it's not really Dragon Ball because Toriyama was like, I think he was kind of a part of it, but not really. And then they made the Boo saga, and Toriyama's like, all right, this is all you're getting out of me. This is Boo. The most evil entity he's evil incarnate, and then like years later they came out with Dragon Ball Super, and then or Dragon Ball Kai. I don't know. They just kept churning them out, and they're still making them. And Toriyama passed away, unfortunately. So it's like, and they're still making them. And but Dragon Ball, where it all started, was like a kid's manga. It's like Kid Goku going through, and it's like the journey of Goku becoming an adult. You seen Goku become like a teenager / like young man by the end of it. And then Dragon Ball Z is now he's had a kid with the lady he got married to and fell in love with. I don't even know if he ever really fell in love with fucking his wife. They just kind of got together. I mean, I guess he obviously does, but kind of. I don't even know. Goku is notoriously not the best father. Only recently, yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of like the beginning is that it's kind of a multiple stories, but it's basically like Wukong, the Monkey King, meets like some other stories. It's like Wukong and then like also kind of like Superman. Because it's like it starts out he's just like the Monkey King, and then so he's just this little boy monkey who goes around, and then it's like it's a full moon, it's like a werewolf, so he turns into a giant ape. And then by Dragon Ball Z, you find out, no, he's an alien. He was an alien sent to destroy Earth, but then he hit his head and forgot. And now he loves Earth, you know. And so, and then other aliens. He finds out he's an alien because other aliens from his home planet show up to finish the job that he never finished. You know, they're like, why didn't you destroy this planet? You know, but then that's where I think people kind of got sick of it, because not sick of it, but it's like the power scaling is ridiculous, where it's just they're always fighting the next strongest being in the universe, and then it's like multiverse, and it's just like it's just never ending, where they're always going to find someone who's stronger than the last guy they fought. So at a certain point, that's why it's like Toriyama kept trying to end the series, but they just kept rolling it forward. They're like, well, now this guy's stronger, you know. Poor Gohan. Gohan has a tragic story, but apparently Gohan is currently the top tier in strongest Saiyans ever with the Beast Gohan mode. You know, so he's got that going for him. But Gohan's whole thing was always he had like limitless potential, but he basically like chose studies. He chose to be a book nerd versus you know, training to be a warrior like his dad. But that's because his mom was like, "You're not gonna do that, my boy." But I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. And then there's the androids. Yeah, the androids who just absorb energy. Yeah. Well, and the androids started out from Dragon Ball too, because the original Dragon Ball was like you had the Red Ribbon Army, which is basically like the evil government, you know, entity that just went around and was like. So the Dragon Balls, if you collect all the you probably know all this, but you know, you collect all the Dragon Balls, you get to summon the dragon, and then make a wish, and then so they're always just like, I wish this person was alive again, you know. This person who died in our search of finding these Dragon Balls, we hope he comes back. So every story is kind of just like eats itself. They never really, you know, or they're trying to stop someone who's like, I want to be immortal, you know. Yeah. Yeah, crossplay. The only one, like I said, is like Smash 64, but even then they have the mods now where you can play it online. Right? The Budokai games were great. I loved Budokai. Budokai was how I ruined my eyesight. Me and my cousin played Budokai. I think it was like 3 days straight, just sitting in front of one of those tiny little televisions, and we didn't sleep. We just played it literally 3 days straight until my eyes were just like cracking. They were just so dried out. They were bloodshot red. And I remember my aunt and my mom finally came in. They're like, "We're turning this shit off. You boys got to go outside." And I remember we went outside. We're like, the sun, it burns us. And then after that, my eyes were just never the same. I just like they were like forever blurry after that. How am I doing with that? Ooh, all right. My phone's at 11%, so I'm gonna have to reset this now. So what are you guys up to? One option to continue the hangout session, because selfishly I need watch hours, but also I don't want to force you guys to keep hanging out with me. One option would be I go live from my PlayStation, so I have the live stream going, and then I can go out and go run some errands, and then just check in the chat with you guys. So that's it if everyone wants to keep hanging out. If you guys are just doing your own thing, I could just tune back in later too, because I'll go live again when I get home. Um, So that's probably the next step. But I should probably get out of here soonish. These battles could be intense. The key special move battles were crazy. Dude, no, I love it. Dude, honestly, hi again. I keep getting you. How is tanks going, by the way? We still gotta play tanks. I haven't played with you, so I would love to play some tanks with you at some point. Um Tired, but I don't know. Get those watch hours, homie. Yeah, I feel you. Here, I'm gonna turn on my I'm gonna turn on my PlayStation. I gotta plug it in. Yeah, I need the watch hours, man. We're almost there. It's like you can't let up. You know, the only thing that really gets me the watch hours is fire up the PS2, PS5. You like tanks is good. I love that you love it. I love that you're enjoying it. I should say. It's really addictive, man. I love that game.
So fun, very addictive. Yes, can't let someone play it until certain times. I'll eat my day away. Doing a lot more exercise lately thanks to this stream, so I'm trying to keep it that going. The less I sit and I ask, the better.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I have to. There we go. Yeah, that's my thing with video games. I have like a window in the evening where I'm down to play video games, and even then, it's like I'll be like I was gonna do it last night, but it's like okay, well now there's no like I was ready to fall asleep at 10, and even then I fell asleep around like 11:30 or midnight. But if I go live on a video game at like 10, I'll be up until 2 a.m. easy, you know.
Let me get this